Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back once again. Friends, inside every human being there lives an inner beast. The only difference is that some people release it at the right time, while others release it for no reason. So in today's story, we will understand the difference between human emotions and worldly fear. There is a woman named Beth who is extremely scared and wandering around restlessly in the jungle. It feels as if she has seen something horrifying from very close. We also notice that Beth has no hair on her head. Suddenly, her eyes open and we realize that it was just a terrifying dream she was seeing herself. Actually, Beth has come to the forests of America with her husband Henry to spend some time together because she has recently beaten cancer, meaning she is now cancer-free. That's why they have come here to spend some peaceful time together. Simply put, they've come here to celebrate a victory. Let's see how far this journey takes them. Is it really necessary to celebrate after every victory? Morning arrives. Henry is thinking about their plan for the day. Today, they plan to go deeper into the jungle and camp there. Henry mentions two routes while looking at the map. One route will take them easily to their destination, while the other one is more difficult but adventurous. Beth chooses the harder route because she doesn't want anyone to think she is weak. Although her body no longer has the same strength as before, she has become stubborn. Henry doesn't argue much with her and lets her decide, as she has become a bit irritable, which is natural. Both of them move forward while enjoying the beauty of nature. Beth starts feeling weak because the path is steep, but she doesn't tell Henry. After walking some distance, they encounter some rocks. While crossing them, Henry offers Beth his hand to help her climb, but due to her stubbornness, she refuses and tries to climb on her own. In the process, she injures her leg. Even the second time, she refuses his help and somehow manages to climb up. Henry realizes that they should set up camp there because she will keep pushing herself. Someone has to be sensible. Henry starts collecting firewood to light a fire, while Beth goes alone to a small flowing river nearby to clean her wound. When she scoops up water, she notices traces of blood, which scares her badly. Then she looks across the river and sees a bear lying there in a very strange condition. She calls Henry and shows him. Someone has killed the bear and skinned it. Henry believes it must be the work of a hunter, since anyone can come here, but the ranger should look into it. What does someone gain by killing an animal so cruelly? They discuss this for a while, then ignore it and focus on setting up camp. Henry arranges the camp and decorates it a bit so Beth feels comfortable. At night, they light a fire. Beth sees her hospital band, which reminds her of the painful past. She throws it into the fire, symbolizing the start of a new phase. She starts crying because those times were very painful, but after Henry comforts her, she lets it go and moves on. The past is gone, but new stories are about to enter their lives. Suddenly, they hear a gunshot from far away. Henry suggests informing the ranger, but Beth refuses because it would ruin their trip. They go to sleep. Beth has nightmares where she sees herself lying outside a hospital and a strange creature licking her wounds. She wakes up and steps outside, where she notices a strange liquid on the ground. Just then, Henry appears, surprising her, as she wonders what he's doing outside so late. He says he has been sitting there the whole time and that she went to sleep. They hear strange noises and rush back to the camp, only to find that someone has destroyed it. Not only that, the same strange liquid is spread all around their camp. Is this something unknown, or just a hunter messing with them? We'll find out later. With no food, water, phones, radios, or maps left, they decide to leave. Everything is broken, so they must move forward based on guesswork. The jungle is extremely dense. One wrong step could ruin everything. They start running when suddenly a strange black smoke appears and seems to engulf Beth. Henry quickly pulls her away and they hide behind a tree trunk, spending the entire night there. Morning comes and they drink water. Beth again starts seeing things, and this time it's clear she is under the influence of something. Henry calls out to her. His leg is caught in a trap. Beth frees him, but the wound is severe, and he can't walk properly. Beth decides to go alone to get help, leaving Henry supported against a tree. With every step, she feels an evil force following her. She reaches some ruins with a well in the center, once a settlement, now abandoned. When she looks into the well, she is horrified to see countless pieces of human skin hanging inside. Terrified, she runs, but the force chases her. Suddenly, someone grabs her and pulls her under a tree. It's a man who saves her from the entity sitting on the tree. The man reveals that he too is fighting this force and has been stuck here for a long time. Anyone who comes here only leaves if the entity allows it. He takes Beth and Henry to his hideout and gives them food. At first, they don't trust him because he doesn't speak much, but later he introduces himself as Win and says he is trying to kill the entity. Henry's leg bone is exposed. Beth tries to help, but Henry screams loudly, which annoys Win. In one quick move, Win sets the bone properly and tells them not to go out at night. They ask Win how he ended up here and what this entity is. Win explains that he came here 8 months ago for a trip, but never managed to leave. The entity is called Indigo, and it hunts humans who come into the American forests, later skinning them. After seeing everything themselves, Beth and Henry finally believe him. Beth notices a locket around Win's neck with a girl's photo. The next morning, Win says he is going hunting and only Beth will come with him. Henry must stay behind. Win later reveals the girl in the locket was his daughter Addison, whom the entity killed. Since that day, Win has dedicated his life to killing it. While hunting, Win suddenly disappears, and Beth sees the black smoke again. The entity touches her but doesn't kill her. Win appears shooting and reveals he used Beth as bait. It becomes clear that the entity only kills those who are sick or broken. Beth appears healed, yet the entity still follows her. Beth finally reveals that her cancer returned, and she hid it from her husband to spend time with him. Later, Beth finds a bunker filled with bodies, survivors who were sacrificed by Win for his revenge. Win wakes up and admits everything. He plans to sacrifice Henry, but Beth offers herself instead. Win agrees. The entity attacks by weakening minds. It shows Win visions of his daughter, distracting him, and injures him. Win still captures the entity and hangs it, forcing Beth to climb up. Beth stabs Win in the neck and nearly dies herself when the platform breaks, but the rope snaps and she survives. Beth escapes, returns to the ruins, and sees Win's skin. He is now a victim. She is taken to another realm where she realizes the entity chooses pure-hearted people. When the entity takes physical form, Beth stabs it, killing it. Parasite emerges, which she crushes. Beth reunites with Henry and leaves the jungle. And with that, the story comes to an end. If you like the story, do comment and let us know. See you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.